Same three tasks, same prompts, same day, three frontier models. One of these bills is 135 times bigger than another. And here's the part nobody tells you. The cheapest answer was not the worst one. Over the last 7 weeks, the AI labs quietly started a price war. 4 moves, 7 weeks, and the price of intelligence broke. So we ran it. Real API calls, real bills, receipts on screen to answer one question. What does a dollar actually buy now? Let's break it down. First, the war itself. 4 moves. Move 1. A new flagship family launches. 3 tiers, top price $5 in, 30 out. Move 2. 2 weeks later, a rival ships its top tier model at $5 in, 25 out, half the price of its own bigger sibling. Move 3 is the anomaly. 3 weeks after launching that flagship family, 3 weeks, the first lab cuts its cheapest tier by 80%. Nobody reprices a 3-week-old flagship because things are going well. And move 4, the very next day, the lab that started every price panic of the last 2 years releases a new open weights model and holds its price exactly where it was, 14 cents. The message of that non-move, we don't have to cut, we're already the floor. Before the bills make sense, you need to know what you're actually buying. Chalk out. Every API call has 2 meters running. Tokens in, your prompt, your code, your context, and tokens out, everything the model writes back. And the meters are wildly unequal. On every model in this video, output costs 5 to 6 times more than input. Because output is where the compute lives. The model generates it token by token, one forward pass at a time. So when a model is chatty, you pay for the chattiness. Remember that, it decides tonight's bills. There's a third meter almost nobody reads, cached input. Send the same context twice, and the second read can cost a tenth of the first. On the cheapest tier here, cached input is 2 cents per million tokens. 2 cents. The headline price on the pricing page, that's the sticker. The in-out split and the cache are what you actually pay. Now the year curve, and this is the receipt that surprised us. A year ago, the top closed tier cost $15 in, $75 out per million tokens. That exact model retires this week. It's on the vendor's own legacy table, you can go read it. Its replacement, 5 in, 25 out. Same tier, 1 year, a third of the price. Draw the cheap tier on the same board and it's steeper. $1 in 6 months ago, 20 cents now, an 80% drop in one move. But here's the honest wrinkle. While the floor collapses, the ceiling is rising. The same labs now sell speed as a premium product, the flagship at double price for 2.5 times the speed, or a fast tier at 10 in, 50 out. The market split in two. Intelligence per dollar is crashing, latency per dollar is the new luxury good. Last board. Why is cheap even possible? You've seen this wall before if you watched our last drop. The 14-cent model stores 284 billion parameters, 304 on disk if you count the speculative decoding module. But it's a mixture of experts, 256 specialists behind a router. A token arrives, 6 of them wake up, plus one generalist who never sleeps. 13 billion parameters working per token. That's under 5% of the model awake. Store a giant, run a compact car. That's the whole economics. And the price war is really an efficiency war. The labs aren't burning margin to undercut each other. They rebuilt the engines. The cut that looked like desperation, the vendor calls it efficiency gains. Their competitor's explanation is one word shorter. We'll let you pick. Theory over, we ran it. Same 3 tasks we gave Kimi K3 last drop. A bug hunt in our own repository, a data pipeline from scratch, and a paranoid code review. Same prompts, same cap, through the same router. So the numbers are comparable. Model 1, the 80% cut tier. All 3 tasks, 10 to 15 seconds each. Total bill, a fifth of a cent. Not a fifth of a dollar, a fifth of 1 cent. Model 2, the 14-cent open model. Slower, much chattier. It wrote as much as the expensive model. Total bill, a quarter of a cent. Model 3, the half price flagship. Deepest answers, slowest clock, and it wrote 3 times more than the cheap tier. Total bill, 30 cents. And the control row, last drop, the same suite on the open frontier giant cost 12 cents. There they are, 3 bills, 1 screen, logs public in the repo. So, was the 30-cent answer 135 times better? No. And pretending otherwise is how you get slop channels. Here's what the bills actually bought. Every answer is published, grade them yourself. The bug hunt. Everyone caught real bugs. The cheap tier found 4 in 10 seconds. The flagship found 8, including a stale drop number in a comment we shipped without noticing. That's the second drop in a row a model has caught us doing that, by the way. The pipeline. We ran all 3 scripts on the same data before saying this sentence. All 3 worked, first try, and the outputs are nearly interchangeable. The money showed up in the paranoid review. 4 findings from the cheap tier: correct, fast, shallow. 5 from the open model, 11 from the flagship, ranked by severity, including a silent fallback that could ship an episode with no audio and a caption desync check no other model even thought to look for. Reading it felt like a staff engineer had been in the room. So here's the rule, and it's the most useful sentence in this video. Route by stakes, not by habit. Drafts, boilerplate, bulk work. The cheap tier is most of the quality for 1% of the price. The code you ship to production, that's what the 30 cents is for. Now the fine print, because every price in this war has an asterisk and nobody reads them. Asterisk 1. Our bill for the cheap tier came through a router promo at half the list price. At full list, it's still 70 times cheaper than the flagship, but know which number you're looking at. Asterisk 2, and this one's upside down. Third party hosts now serve the open 14-cent model for 9 cents, cheaper than the maker's own API. Open weights means the maker doesn't control the price of their own model. Sit with that. Asterisk 3. The 14-cent lab has announced surge pricing, double rates during peak hours, a frontier model with rush hour. And asterisk 4. The half-price flagship was never a cut. Same sticker as the last 4 versions of that tier. The price stood still while the model underneath got better. In this war, some weapons are prices, some are benchmarks per dollar. Read the label. So what does a dollar buy? Here's the whole video in one line each. On the cheap tier, our entire 3-task suite 450 times over. On the open model, 370 runs. On last drops open giant, 8. On the flagship, 3. That spread, 450 to 3, did not exist a year ago, and it is the single most important number in AI economics right now. A year ago, Frontier Intelligence was 15 and 75. This week, that model retires. Its air costs a third, and the floor fell so far, the bill is a rounding error. The war isn't about who's smartest anymore. It's about what a dollar buys. And now you've seen the receipts. They're all in the description, logs included, reproduce them for pennies. Next drop. The promise we've been carrying since drop 1 comes due in full, the head to head. You know where we'll be. See you at the next drop.